The Bulletproof Investor Masterclass isn't just a course, it's an implementation program, so by the time we're done with it, you will have a complete working system for investing that can generate profits over and over again. The videos I'll be sharing with you in the masterclass will be recordings of my computer screen as I walk you through the entire training, step by step and click by click. It's like sitting beside me at my desk as I train you, but it's better because you can do it from the comfort of your home or office when it's convenient for you. You can play, pause, or rewind the videos as often as you want until you master each new skill. Together we're going to get started at the very beginning and go through the entire process. So in Module 1, you'll learn the timeless foundational building blocks of the successful investor's mindset. Once you learn this system, it's yours forever. These are the unbreakable rules based on my 20 plus years as a full-time investor that you absolutely must know in order to win on Wall Street. These are the rules that allow you to go from a fearful, worried investor who isn't sure if he is investing or gambling to a savvy professional who invests from a place of boldness and confidence. These are the little known but priceless rules that allow you to become the bulletproof investor. In Module 2, I'm going to teach you how to read a stock chart, identify qualified candidates, and build your prospect list, a must-have skill and valuable tool. We'll use a stock chart to confirm a stock's ability to go up in price, one of 3 critical tasks. Then we're going to systematically sort through thousands of stocks in minutes, identifying companies with the necessary earnings, sales, and return on equity that provide the fuel for more price gains in the coming months. This step is the single best activity that will uncover a winning company and your money plane. Next, we'll build a prospect list from those companies we discover. Your prospect list will become your lifeblood. Get it right, and it can become your pot of gold. Now that we have our prospect list, we're going to dive into Module 3. You'll learn how to implement the secret ingredient, the triple tank, allowing you to buy at exactly the right time. This ingredient is the biblical truth that provides a rock-solid mechanism unique to the Bulletproof Investor Masterclass. It will allow you to do what Sir John Templeton did and Warren Buffett does, which is to buy at exactly the right time. Get it right and the potential for a loss practically vanishes. Get this wrong and you'll be doomed before you've even begun. In the next step, we'll dive into the 3 distinct triple tanks. You'll discover when you should expect to see each triple tank and what makes them unique. Then we're going to eliminate all the fear and worry that surrounds the question of when should I buy by learning how to identify the exact right day to get in. We'll look at the details of how a stock should perform after that day and what to do in the rare case it falters. By the end of Module 3, you're going to have the most bulletproof formula I have for identifying and buying the best investments at the right time. The same formula I've used to produce returns that sound too good to be true. In Module 4, you're going to learn how to diagnose when a bull market is turning into a correction or bear market and how to identify the beginning of a new uptrend or bull market. If you don't do this correctly, or you wait until the news media tells you how terrible everything is, you'll be too late. Knowing how to make the correct decision and act on it is a critical skill most other investors fail to do. It is a vital skill that will let you succeed where others fail. It's as important as a skilled pilot understanding how to interpret the weather along his flight path on a cross-country trip. In flight, he doesn't wait for the weatherman to tell him what to do. He knows how to read his instruments and makes decisions as needed. You'll follow along on my screen as I show you how to identify when the stock market, such as the NASDAQ Composite or the S&P 500, is encountering a meaningful change in direction. When the market is trending up, you'll learn how to clearly identify the signs of selling by institutions. This one critical skill will let you know the exact point in time when institutional selling becomes excessive, leading to an unhealthy declining market. Once the market is headed down, you'll learn how to identify the exact day that signals the market has turned around and is now beginning a new uptrend. You'll also learn how the triple tank occurs in the major stock market indexes, such as the NASDAQ Composite and the S&P 500. You'll get a one-of-a-kind 200-plus page model book that took me over a year to complete and goes back into the 1890s with examples that will shock and inspire you. Here's what Dale, a recent participant of this program, had to say. The triple tank system is priceless. I couldn't believe anyone could put this much effort into doing it right. This is something I can use to educate my kids when they get older. This module alone will provide a dramatic transformation in your investing results, and in my humble opinion, is worth the price of the entire course. In Module 5, learn the stock strategy and how to use the triple tank to buy on exactly the right day. I'll show you the 3 different methods you can use to get in, each slightly different depending on how aggressive you are. You'll discover the triple tank is as simple as 1, 2, 3, find the right day, and in you go. It can be that simple 80 to 90% of the time, but sometimes it can require more skill. So in the next 3 modules, you're going to receive the Master's Toolkit. In Module 6, we're going to learn how to use the Tandem Chart tool to help steer you through even the most turbulent stock market environments and keep you on track. It's like having a golden parachute. Let's take a look at the Tandem Chart tool. The chart on the top is the NASDAQ Composite Index. Think of it as the weather condition affecting your flight. The bottom chart is Thor Industries, which is the individual stock. When the stock market becomes difficult, you'll discover magic happens when you use the Tandem Chart tool to find the exact right time to buy. Notice how the triple tank produced the perfect timing to get in on February 16th. I used this tool to earn a 1,124% gain I mentioned earlier. Recently, I used this same tool to enter positions in stock options just after the Brexit news in June 2016. And I'll show you how I did in the next module, Module 7. Here, you'll learn an advanced strategy that will create leverage and multiply your profits. A true master knows a single seed, planted and cared for correctly, will produce many times the initial investment. So in Module 7, we're going to learn how to combine the triple tank for determining the right day to purchase and the use of an options contract that will multiply our gains, a perfect combination. You'll learn the option naming convention, how to evaluate different option contracts and determine which is likely to be the best choice. It is a master's tool for sure, one that someone with almost no experience can benefit from simply by following the system. It's great for those with a small amount of capital that want to make big profits. I started with just a few $1,000s, and this master's tool has produced incredible gains for me over the years and continues to do so today. You'll discover that gains that sound too good to be true can be true, and that it has nothing to do with luck. You'll not only believe that it can be done, but that it can be repeated time and time again. To become a bulletproof investor, one skill you absolutely must master is the triple tank. So in Module 8, you're going to experience the triple tank simulator. You'll get to walk through a real triple tank that occurred in 2010, one of the most difficult, and learn how to interpret every twist and turn and gain the confidence to become a true master. This wouldn't be a master's class if you only learn how to deal with the easiest of conditions. A true master can deal with the easy as well as the challenging and know they can do it with confidence. The simulator will give you a boost of confidence and make sure you are prepared for the most challenging scenarios. We'll also cover an action plan that you can customize to your financial situation to quickly get you started down the path to becoming a bulletproof investor and cover a few last details. And finally, you'll have access to dozens of questions and answers that will give you an even better understanding of the overall program. Earlier, I told you I'd share the results of the positions I entered after the Brexit news in June 2016. Even though the news on television was selling doom and gloom, the stocks I'm about to show you, by way of the triple tank, were advising me the timing was just right to be buying as we entered the first week of July. I used the same method you'll learn in Module 7. A few points to keep in mind. The stock performance is measured from the first day I began buying my position and runs through the end of the year. Almost all my positions were sold prior to year end. The gains shown include all cost and are the net result of all the buys and sells combined. This will show you the power of this system as compared to simply buying the stock and holding it. And keep in mind as you see the next few charts, the S&P 500 gained 6.6% from July 6th through December 31st, 2016. Okay, the first one is Facebook. The stock declined about 1% in the second half of the year after the Brexit news, but during that same time, I made 97% using the triple tank and the leverage strategy. For you to be confident in what I'm sharing you, here are the transactions straight from my brokerage firm confirmation statements that correspond with the arrows you'll see on the charts. Alibaba gained 12% over that same time. I used the leverage strategy again to produce a 188% gain in even less time. Here are the buys made in Alibaba. Notice that I added to my position over a period of several days. You don't have to buy everything on a single day. And here are the selling transactions. Notice I didn't sell my entire position on any single day. Goldman Sachs gained 64% for the biggest return of all three. I turned that into 370% gain. Hard to believe I would agree, but I'm showing you the transactions so you'll know it's true. Here's the transactions for Goldman. If you do the math, you'll notice I'm still holding part of my position in Goldman and have a profit of over 400% as of December 31st. Also, notice these investments were not hundreds of thousands of dollars. You can make very meaningful profits starting with a reasonable amount of money. By the way, this is not a recommendation to buy any of these stocks now. Those are all great examples of how I combined the triple tank for perfect timing with the leverage strategy and drastically outperformed the S&P 500, which only gained 6.6%. The Brexit news examples prove that knowing how to interpret stock market behavior and buying at the right time isn't luck, it's a skill. And you won't find experts or talking heads on television giving you sound advice on when that time is. By now, I'm sure it's abundantly clear that joining the Bulletproof Investor Masterclass will be one of the best investments you've ever made. You've seen how using the triple tank is accurate in determining exactly when you should buy, and by doing so have practically eliminated your risk of a loss in the stock market, something most experts believe is impossible to do, and that you can use this strategy to create profits that seem too good to be true, regardless of how much money you have, what your experience level is, and without insider information. So, if you're ready to acquire the ability to easily identify what to buy, use the triple tank to know exactly when you should buy it, and then sell it using a few simple guidelines. If you want to know how to identify when a bull market is turning into a bear market, or when a bear market is turning into a bull market, allowing you to sleep very well every night, knowing your financial future is in good hands, your own, and change your life forever in the process, here's how you can sign up for the program. Class is already underway, and your first set of lessons are already waiting for you, so you can start today. Just watch the videos and follow along with me step by step, and you'll acquire the skills needed to consistently win on Wall Street. By the time the class is done, you'll have every skill you need to be the bulletproof investor, allowing you to determine your financial future. So what about the price to become a bulletproof investor? You can purchase the Bulletproof Investor Masterclass anytime at rontank.com for the retail price of $3,997. You've watched this entire presentation. You've seen that it's possible to create profits that seem too good to be true. And it's clear the Bulletproof Investor training will show you exactly how to do the same. In the Bible, Matthew 25 teaches us three things. First, God wants us to be investors and become the good and faithful servant. Second, for us to have more to manage, we must increase our abilities. And third, we should start now. If not now, when? I'd like to invite you one last time to join this priceless masterclass. And if all this program did was have you start investing the right way, it would be worth it. If all this program did was have you start investing for the right reasons, it would be worth it. If all this program did was have you start investing and getting the right results, it would be worth it. Starting today, you can be investing the right way for the right reasons and getting the right results and change your life in the process. I've made sure this is a completely safe decision for you to make without any risk whatsoever. Click the order button now to join us today. If you're still here and haven't joined the program yet, you may be wondering, if this is so good, why are you sharing it? To be honest, I never planned to. I just wanted to share it with my kids. But while preparing to write my book and document this system for them, God shared with me that if it was good enough for my children, it was good enough for all of his children. That's why I'm here today. The real purpose is to provide you with a biblical system to improve your financial house. And hopefully, you'll see how powerful it can be when we bring God and the Bible into every aspect of our lives, including investing. And I look forward to helping you become the bulletproof investor. Always remember, money is important, but it's not more important than God. And God bless.